Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Last time we went ahead and we got the power back to the Dominion Rod as well as taking care of everything that we could over in the Hidden Village. So with that all said and done, now that we have Dominion Rod power again, we can go ahead and move these statues around Hyrule Field. And there's all these different markings on our map showing us where to go to get different pieces to the book that we got from the Hidden Village. So that's why we're going around to these different statues. There's a different letter for the sky book here, and we need to get all of them until we can go ahead and break the seal on that statue in Kakariko Village. So the next one I want to go ahead and go over to is right here in the Bridge of Eldin. Now, out of all these statues you have to move, there's actually two areas where you go ahead and use these statues to get to a heart piece. So we're going to go ahead and get those statues to the heart pieces. All these other statues do lead to other treasure chests as well, but those other chests just contain rupees, so I don't really find it to be all that worth it in the end, because we got so many rupees before, and we only need the 300 that we have in our wallet now for anything else in the game, so really, I'm not concerned with getting those treasure chests that have the 100 rupees in them. I'm just concerned with the ones that have the heart pieces in them. So there we go. Another character to the sky book. But before we actually warp out of here, we want to go ahead and grab this statue, take it with us back to the other side, because on the other side of this bridge there's actually a little ledge that we can go ahead and jump across if we have the statue there as an extra little stepping stone, so to say. So just roll our way across. Takes a while, just bear with it. We're almost there. Since we're almost there, I don't have the need now to fast forward this part. I would have if I wasn't talking in the beginning. Oh, really? I got hit by God's arrow. That works for me. Alright, so want to just put it right around there. Somewhere around the center is good, but sometimes I can't judge it, so hopefully I got it. Alright, let's try it. Oh, there we go. Got it, no problem. Alright, so climb up the ladder, and now goes our heart piece right up here. Now, for the longest of time, when I first got this game, I thought that you were supposed to somehow like blast your way up here, because there's this little side on the Bridge of Eldin that has a cracked wall. And if you guys played other Zelda games before, a cracked wall usually means it's a bombable wall. So, for the longest of time, I always thought they were supposed to bomb your way up there. That's not the case. So, that kind of really threw me off that they had to use that statue to bring over to this spot and climb your way up. I just seriously thought maybe you're supposed to have like a stronger type of bomb or something to get in there, like how in the end of A Link to the Past you can get like this very strong version of a bomb to unlock this final little fairy you can have upgrade your equipment. I thought it would be like something like that, where you had to buy some special bomb and blow up that one wall. But nope, that's not the case. Kinda disappointing, because that would have been pretty cool to have something like that implemented. But I want to go ahead, take the statue here, and I want to bring it down and kind of move it more to the center so I can jump across. Luckily with this guy, you don't really have to jump off the ledge in order to move him. So it kind of makes this a little bit easier on us. The Moblin's still ready to attack, and I'm way above him. Genius. You're not going to attack me if I'm all the way above you, buddy. Doesn't work like that. Never works like that. So normally I would go ahead and warp to the next location, but since there's one statue pretty much right next to where we are, I should probably just use Epona to get over there instead. That is, if Epona doesn't run to a wall. I mean, my gosh, Epona. Look where you're riding. Or, look where you're running, so to say. I'm riding you, you're running. Look where you're riding. A horse can't ride itself. That wouldn't make sense. Although that would be very funny to see. Well, in cartoons they got kind of close. They show a horse riding humans. Seeing a horse riding on the back of a human is very funny. So seeing a horse is riding a horse would be even more hilarious. At least in my eyes it will be. I don't know about everyone else, but hey, I find it to be funny. Alright, so right over here is our next little statue. Just go ahead, get our rod ready, and pull it out. Kind of always sounds weird when you say get your rod ready, because that kind of sounds suggestive if you really think about it. But I always just called it rod for short since, well, Dominion rod, doesn't matter what the heck you call it, now just being picky. Alright, so there we go. Another sky character. We still have a little bit more to go. Now, there's no more on the main part of the map here, around the main part of Hyrule Field, but there's actually one over here in the Gerudo Desert, so we're going to want to go ahead and warp over there next. At this point in the game, probably one of the best points to go ahead and go Poe hunting as well, since you have to traverse around the Hyrule Field anyways. So if you didn't grab all the Poes like I did, in, right after we beat the Snow Peak Ruins, now is also a pretty good time to do it, because the game kind of requires you to go around Hyrule Field like this. And for the most part, we're going around areas that have all these different Poes. Now right here, this is kind of a stupid thing in my opinion. This is a big little puzzle area where you can go ahead and complete this little puzzle with the statue to get yourself over to that chest. That chest only has 100 rupees in it. I thought the first time I played this that chest had a heart piece in it, because it's so out of the way kind of deal here. We have to solve a puzzle in order to get to it. Usually if you have to solve a puzzle for something, it contains a heart piece next to it, but nope, there's only 100 rupees in that treasure chest, so unless your wallet's kind of empty, no real need to get that, because trust me, after this part of the game, you're gonna need to have a wallet filled with at least 300 rupees. Because the story demands it. So, keep that in mind while doing this. That's why they give you so many different treasure chests around here that contain 100 rupees. It's not because they're trying to give you money to be generous. No, they're giving you the money because you're gonna need it next. And I do believe this is gonna be the last one, or at least I think it is. If it's not, I'm gonna have to check my map and see what other places I didn't go to yet, but I know one thing for sure, this is the last area we go to that has a heart piece next to the statue. But right here, we never really did anything in this part of Fairlawn Woods because, well, we never had bombs before. Obviously, by this point in the game, you should have bombs. If you don't, then there's a problem. So let's go ahead and use these bombs up. And they drop plenty of rupees here anyway, so more money for us. And it's almost daytime, apparently. That's nice. Alright, so I want to go ahead and grab this statue here, move it just a little bit, and get our next sky character. And there we go. That's all the sky characters, so now the Ancient Sky book is complete once again. So now we should head back over to Kakariko and see that guy back in the basement, and hopefully now we'll be able to actually do something with this book. You know, that's not already productive because we already had it restore the energy to the Dominion Rod, which is pretty useful. Now I'm just rambling. So before heading back over to Kakariko, we want to go ahead and actually climb up here. This is a nice little shortcut to get back into this foggy area of the Fairlawn Woods to take us a little bit into it. But we're not doing it because it's a nice little shortcut, no. We're doing it because right up here is a heart piece. And with that, we get ourselves another heart container. So we only have 5 more heart pieces to get in the game. Can you believe it, guys? We are almost there. Almost have 100% and we're almost at the end. This Let's Play is really starting to wind itself down now. So let's head back over to Kakariko Village. And while we're over here, we'll go ahead and see maybe we can restock on some bombs too, because I'm getting kind of low on bombs now, thinking about it. And I probably should have more than just 1 bomb in each bomb area there, because I know I'll probably need some for the next dungeon to get through it a little faster. Have plenty of rupees. And now I'm just rambling again. I just love the ramble, apparently. You can tell at times that's when my commentary is starting to go a bit, because if I start rambling about certain things, then yeah, I'm kind of running out of different things to say. But oh wait a minute, I probably should have grabbed the bombs before coming in here. I'll just do it later, it doesn't matter. Because after this, we're going to have to warp out of here right away, so it doesn't really matter now. Let's just go ahead and show the book to this guy again. Are there more letters than the last time I looked at this? How did you investigate the... Link, this is amazing! Amazing! Oh, you should have finished your sentence first. How do I investigate what? Now, this must be the words we need. Let's try it immediately. Ah! It's been taken on the same shape as the other statues. What can this mean? I got a phone call, guys, so I'll be right back. Alright, back, guys. Sorry about that. Let's just finish up this little thing of dialogue. Thought we have solved the last of the riddles. Blast, how confounding. That's all I had left for the lines. Oh, sorry, there's one more. Must apologize, Link. I need to cool off a tad before I mold the problem further. Alright, so he walks away and kind of disappears into this different area, so apparently he has the power of teleportation as well. He keeps the skybook, so hooray on that, I guess. I don't know why they do that to us, but oh well. So, want to go ahead now. Use this to move our statue like always. Actually, I don't know why I swapped the items like I did. I'm kind of picky on my items, don't judge me. And if we walk all the way down here, you find ourselves a big old cannon that's been abandoned. Who would have thought something like this would have been buried down here in Kakariko? It's amazing. How in blazes did you move that statue? And what's this? Amazing! Spectacular! This must be the sky cannon read about in my father's notes. I knew that my intuition was onto something when it led me here. But how can one use this to get to the city in the sky? Well, in this current condition, we obviously can't use it. But there's actually someone who has a cannon shop down there in Lake Hylia. You know the guy. So we want to take this over there and see if he can do something about it. But that guy's still watching us, so we have to kind of activate Midna there. And then we can go ahead and tell the guy, hey, scram, we don't need you anymore. Perhaps I'm in your way? Yes, you are. Now get out. Well, forgive me for not realizing. I should just disappear at times like this, really. So, let me know the results another time, Link. For a second there, we actually had an angry face on him, too, like he was angry at you for saying that. It's actually kind of funny. Ah, yes. Let me give you one last piece of advice. That seems to be broken, so you do well to show it a cannon expert first, I should say. Farewell. So he already tells you we should go and show this cannon to someone who knows what to do. So, I like the line that Midna says here. I wonder if I put him off. So, saying that pretty much means, did we activate the guy by saying, hey, scram? I'm pretty sure we did, because he had an angered face on him and everything, and the tone he had wasn't the best, so yeah, I'm pretty sure we upset him by saying, we don't need you, now get out. Who wouldn't be upset with that, right? Alright, so the guy that owns that little cannon attraction in Lake Hylia should hopefully be able to help us with this. And this is the point in the game where they actually require you to have 300 rupees in your wallet, because the guy can fix the cannon, but for a price. And this price is pretty expensive. This is one of the points in the game where I actually recommend people to go ahead and upgrade their wallet, because it's kind of required to have a huge amount of rupees. Having an upgrade wallet kind of helps with that, just because then you can carry more rupees. So if you have to spend money on other things, you can still have some money saved up for this little side quest, which is always a good thing. But now that we have this done, we never have a use for the Dominion Rod ever again, so that item is pretty much just getting thrown back in inventory, never to be used again. Actually, I want to get the spinner out as well, because we're going to be new... Did they really just land on that side? I didn't know you can stand on these things. But yeah, we're going to have to use the spinner soon as well. But let's go ahead and talk to our friend here. Hey, buddy. So, is that yours? Hey, buddy. I never thought you'd get so hooked on fascination that you tried to build your own cannon. Another phone call? Really? I'll be right back again. Alright guys, I'm back. So before the phone rings again, because I'm expecting a call back, let me just go ahead and finish up this recording, because we're pretty much almost done. So this guy looks at your cannon, and he actually can fix it for you, but he needs 300 rupees to do it, because he doesn't want to do this for free. I like how he says it's kind of retro, huh? What gave it away? The old look? Or the fact that it's broken down and looks hundreds of years old? But he can go ahead and fix it up. But we have to pay him, so 300 rupees in advance. This guy doesn't joke around with his payday. So let's go ahead and say yes. And let him start the work. Now this does take, I think, 3 days or so. Something like that. Count how many times that you see the sun rise and set. I think that's 4 now. Yeah, I think it's 4 days actually. So when he finishes this, no matter what time you have him start, I do believe it's always early morning. So, if you're kind of needed to jump back to day for some reason, then you can go ahead and start this like at night, and then I think it jumps you right back to day. So that's pretty useful. But not really something I've tried yet. So, we're all ready to go ahead and use this cannon now that he has it all fixed. And it can actually shoot us right up to the heavens, which is where we need to go next. And he says he's sorry for soaking up the dough. But if you're sorry for that, then you wouldn't have asked, buddy. I mean, come on. But now we can go ahead, use our hookshot, and we can go ahead and grab the inside of this cannon, which will shoot us up to the heavens. But I think I'm going to go ahead and save that for next time, guys. So, next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we're going to go ahead and go into this cannon and get shot up to the heavens, where our final piece of the mirror of Twilight is. I'll see you guys next time.